Hey y'all, it's me, Niecy Lynn. This is the 7th of June, 2024. This is Flosstube 230. This is the second go because I got 6 minutes in and realized I didn't have my phone on shut up or have my watch cleared out. So everything was about to go haywire, but a big shout out and hello to everybody at StitchCon Weekend A. I'm gonna be at Weekend B next week. I'm so excited. I've dreamt about it. I told Patty Penn, I said, I have literally been dreaming about StitchCon. That's how excited I am. Yeah, I know. But I am over the moon excited about going. So I can't wait. A lot of y'all did also remind me, if you're going on Weekend B, there is the freebie table and the show and tell table. So if you have a piece you want to set up for show and tell, you can set it up there for everybody to see. And there is the freebies table. So if you have anything that you're not using anymore, fabric, say you changed and you don't like using a certain kind of fabric anymore, you want to bring that. Charts, kits, anything that you want to share that somebody else might use that you're not, there is the freebie table you can bring and put stuff on and just, like that. So those two, because I know Carol and Janine both said they were at Weekend A right now. So happy having fun. Weekend B, Cheryl St. Clair, Dottie, Sheila Burton. Who else was going to be there? True to Beth. Let me see. Can't wait. Okay, I got True to Beth here, Cindy here, Jenny. So y'all all be sure and find me because I'll be wandering around. Patty Penn will be trying to keep me on task because I'll just be walking around mouth agape. If I'm honest, I'm probably just gonna be agog. I turned this way so y'all could see the grass while it's green right now. Out in the backyard, everything is super green, super wet. We've still been getting tons of rain. The wheat crop is probably going to be a total loss statewide. Pray for the farmers right now. They've already missed 2 or 3 cuttings of hay. Sudan they didn't get a cut in the fields are too wet to get in. So while we've had plenty of rain and the wheat crop looks nice, in lots of places the hail knocked it down, and so it knocks the berries off, and also the harvester, and when it's beat down like that, the machine can't pick it up good. And if you get tons of trash, chaff, and stalk and all this, they charge you extra for it at the meal, okay? So it looks like they may just say the whole state is a wash. It's a total loss, because even the places, there are a few places that you can get that the wheat's still standing up looking good. The hail didn't beat it down. It's still standing in the water. There's just water everywhere, and you can't sink that machinery. So we're just looking at absolute chaos here, but the yard looks nice. The ants are everywhere. So of course, the toddler that I am, I can find a fire ant anywhere, and I got bit by one yesterday morning. So, but we had a great week. The girls left Monday morning about 3. Mike and Justin and the girls got up and rolled out. I was so happy to have them here for the week and to have Mike and Justin, even if it was just for a day, part of a day. I was so happy to have them here and to get to see them and love on them a little bit. I miss them so much, but they are living their best life out there in Florida, and that's what I hope for all my kids. They're not here to make me happy. That's not their purpose. And I love seeing them happy, even though I miss them so much. But the saving grace this week has been that Catch had swim lessons. So Nell and I have gone every day to swim lessons. And I don't think it caught up with yesterday's. I don't think it did yesterday's on here yet. It's saying I'm not on the network. Anyway, I'll try to get it to wake up in a little bit and show y'all some pictures. But Miss Micah is so good, and you know, they start out getting their face in the water, and the first, because this is called Intro to Swim, so the main thing she wants them to do is, if they, God forbid, were to fall in or something, they can turn and find the side, grab a hold of it, and then monkey walk. Use your little hands and feet to walk down the side of the pool, down to, James Williams is blowing his nose, sorry. Walk down to the side of the pool and get out, you know, a place that's shallow. So this will be our last day of swim lessons. Yesterday he jumped in with this giant cannonball, and was just, the day before he wanted her to hold his hand. So she held his hand while he jumped in. But yesterday he jumped in this giant cannonball. The second time I tried to film when he was doing it, he jumped in so fast my camera, I'd hit, you know, like start, but it hadn't started. He was in the water before the camera even started. So he's doing so good. He'll turn and swim and get to the wall. So, but they have been, we have laughed at them talking to each other. He was talking to one of the little girls in there and said, there was a little, like a small child, like a baby. And he said to her, Kat said to the little girl, is that your baby? And she said, that's my brother. And he said, oh, you has a baby brother? And they're just talking, you know. And then she said, yeah, I just has one brother. It's just me and my brother. My mama says 2 is enough. Of course, we're all bust out laughing. Everybody, all the other parents, grandparents, Miss Micah, we're all dying laughing. Of course, the poor mama's sitting over there trying to die and can't because we're all laughing. They're just, he has been so funny chit-chatting with them and having friends. And so that has made for a fabulous week. Sunday, I had everybody over. We had brisket and beans and potatoes and carrots and Chinese coleslaw. Some people call it ramen noodle salad. I made that Amish yum yum salad, which is so good, and all. And so we had about 20 people here, 20 or 21, and then plates went to Papa and Ray. So everybody ate and ate enough, and we all got to visit. Mama was here, and Daddy and Annie were here, and we got pictures with them and the kids. So that was so nice to have everybody here and us be together. Of course, CJ and Juanita weren't here. They're still in St. Petersburg, but my sister's daughters that are here came. And so we were just all here together, and kids were swimming, and it was just, James's mom and sister and her husband came. And it was just so nice to have everybody here and together. It's, I know it's a huge blessing. I know it's one that a lot of people either don't have family or they live far off. So I was super grateful to have all that. And like I said, Carol and Janine, I hope y'all are having a great time at Weekend Day right now. I saw the line for the people getting in. And like I said, I've been dreaming about it. I'm so excited about going. But I haven't got, like I said, and then we've had swim lessons every day. And then James Williams and I have been getting out and doing stuff because I won't be here next week when I'm at StitchCon, so he'll be stuck in here. So we've gone out and run around a little bit so he can get out of the house a little bit. I've been swimming every day. The water's finally quit raining enough, and the water is bearable. I swam when it wasn't. I swam the other day, it was not even 80 degrees, and it was cold. I know some of y'all swim when it's that cold all the time, but ooh. But yes, Lori, we have had so much rain here. So much. It is just, on Wednesday, I was swimming and I thought, oh no, I wonder if I've missed the recycle man yet. And so I jumped out of the pool and ran across the yard, and in the grass, and I'm not talking a muddy place. I mean, I'm talking where my yard is sodded, thick, nice grass. I'm just splashing like I'm in puddles. The water's just standing everywhere. It's insane. So we've got lucky. We haven't had any damage. But there are trees down all around us. Every time we go to town, we see another tree that's down. My neighbors across the street had a big tree go down. It's just crazy. This late in the year, we never have rain like this. It just doesn't happen. I don't know what we're gonna do. And by boy Stitcher, whereabouts in Texas? I think you said your brother, you took him to work on a farm, or he sent him to work on a farm. He's going to work on a farm in Texas. Whereabouts is he? Around here, there's not getting a lot of stuff done right now. Charles, I will look for Tiny House Stitcher and give her a big hug. And find her and give her a big hug. So I will look for her. And Tiny House Stitcher, if you see me, holler. Because like I said, I'm probably just going to be sitting there, mouth hanging open like, what is it CJ says, with flies buzzing around my head? That's right. That's going to be the look I'm going to have. I'll be sitting there with the cartoon flies flying around my head, mouth hanging open. Just absolutely nothing going on in there. But like I said, weekend B, I'm so excited to see all y'all. Cheryl, Dottie, Sheila, Longfellow Stitches, True to Beth, Jenny, Cindy. I mean, I cannot tell you how absolutely excited I am. And I did not get my mail done yet, but I will. I'll get it done, sent off before I leave. I've got some thank you notes and other stuff over here that, and then I have some of the charts from last week to send off. So we'll do shares in a little bit because I have some pretty ones. My flowers are coming up, my zinnias are starting to bloom and everything. So we'll do some flower charts that are gorgeous. I think are just gorgeous. So we'll do those in just a little bit. Everybody got a tiny bit of attention. All my charts got a tiny bit of attention. Not as much as I would have liked, but everybody got some attention. And so that's something, and that's good. And I'm going to put this up in here before I drop it out on the floor. I turned this way and now I'm all messed up. I stopped right here the other day because I got tired and went to bed, but I'm hoping it will show up. We talk about backstitch. Sometimes some of y'all really don't like backstitch. I'm a girl from the 80s. I started stitching in the 80s, and so backstitch was just a thing. It wasn't, you just did it, right? And you didn't think anything about it. I still don't, I don't mind it at all. I think it really does add a lot. And so that's what we're gonna look at on here today. This is my Four Seasons Angel. She is by, I think you can see on the bottom right there, Baynard Designs. You can probably get her on the secondary market, but she's copyrighted in 1996. So, it's been a minute since she was out and about. I told y'all I was gonna fill up the negative space where they use negative space for hair. I was gonna put her hair because I had Wicked Stepmother Penny Lane. Hey Rhonda, hey Frankie. And I love that color, and it is very much like Kimi's hair. And so I decided I was going to use it. But I got her hair done, I showed y'all last week. And I did her halo, and then I started back stitching, and I thought we would stop and see. You can already see the little bit from one side to the other there. What a difference the back stitch makes in the movement of how the hair looks. It's crazy. So I grabbed that up one night and got a little bit of it done. You can see it best right there maybe. And it's not huge because this is just a dark brown, it's not black, but it is really setting off the movement, the curls and stuff in the hair. I think this is gonna be such a pretty piece. And I'm just gonna love her. I will probably give her a little nose and a mouth of some sort because things without faces kind of freak me out. I don't like things without faces. I know lots of people collect things without faces, but I find it disturbing. I just do. But I love working on her. She's got half stitches, back stitch, and other than that, I think she's full crosses. Yeah, it has no specialty stitches, just some half stitches, and well, except the 2 French knots for her eyes, which I guess you could do little smearing crosses or some tiny smearing crosses if you wanted to. But she is gonna be gorgeous and stand up here at my table looking so pretty. I think I'm gonna attempt to do one of the little standalones. I know Vanna's done a tutorial on them where they're kind of arched at the top like this, and then they have a little, like a round bottom. So they're kind of like a drum, except so on the bottom it's like the same as a drum, but on the top it's just the 2 pieces, you know, like this. So I think I'm gonna try to do her like that, and so she can just kind of stand up, but we'll see. But I've loved starting on the back stitch on her. I love her little face. I just think she's gonna be so beautiful. So she got a tiny, 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 tiny bit of attention this week. Like I said, there was just a lot. The kids, like I said, the kids were here. We went and got ice cream. We went and played. They went with Daddy and Annie. I had a funeral to go to. I told y'all my cousin's daddy passed away. And so they were gonna go with me, and then they decided that instead they would go to Costco with Annie and Daddy. So they went and spent a big day at the Costco with Annie and Daddy and had a big time. So they put on their new little outfit and went on looking all fancy and grown, and Annie said people stopped them and talked about how good they were, and people usually do. People always talk about how well behaved they are and everything. And of course, every time when we leave swim lessons, Catch tells Miss Mike thank you. They get a little sucker when they're done, and then he always tells her thank you as we're leaving. So we do try to work on manners around here. I mean, good manners don't cost nothing, right? Okay, we got to go to the bigger one. This one won't fit on here. My 4th of July rules only got a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of attention, but it was attention I'm so excited about that we're going to talk about it. Because I decided to just go straight to the plaid and start on this plaid under her feet. And then instead of doing, because I need to do the little wagon. So I'm on this one here, and I need to do the little wagon with the fireworks in it. But I decided it'd be easier if I went ahead and did the little row of gingham, that little check underneath her there. It would be easier to do that than do the wagon and then put that under it. So I decided to do that, and then I only have the 2, after I finish this one, there's only 2 more sections. So hopefully I will have it done by 4th of July. I'm hoping. It is so cute. And then I'm gonna head straight on into Autumn Rules because I am loving these. I think they are just adorable. And y'all are sweet enough to send it as a gift, and the thread and everything. And so it's already in a project bag, ready to go, ready to get started on. I just think this is the cutest thing. And I love the long pieces. I did all the Little House ABCs, the seasonal ABCs. I loved them. And they hang on my little shutters. So they have been just a favorite, an absolute favorite. So I am super excited to get this one done and go on to the next one because I'm just gonna do them all. But you can see, oh, there, Fly. Fly, oh glory, there you go. You can see Fly now. Remember and honor the fallen. go to the parade, and then look at that gingham. It is so stinking cute. I haven't put her whiskers on yet. I'll put her whiskers on last. I don't want them to get wrinkled when I'm rolling it up and putting it in. And they're a little bit long. They're a little bit of a long stitch. They're not just a one stitch over back stitch. They're over two, I think 2 squares maybe. And so they can get loose in a little ornery. Oh, they're longer than that. They're over 1, 2, 3, 4. They're 4 squares. So those can get a little loose and floppy. So when I have like that, I wait until the end and do those at the very last, and hope I don't forget to do those. But I am stinking loving this 4th of July rules. It is on 32 count espresso Lugana from Fiber on a Whim. That's how I try to make myself remember to put this on each little thing so I know what it is. And then I know what threads they are. So if all my threads get in a muddle or dumped out or something, or if I don't put them up right when I'm filming, I still have a tag that says what they are on there. And they're just, you get them at the office supply. I mean, they're just little, I don't know, I call them car key tags, but I know that's not what they are. But when I was a little kid and my daddy worked, before he was a sheriff, he worked for car dealerships. He was a service manager, and these little things would be on people's car keys when they would leave them, you know, and have this little tag on there. So for me, there always be car key tags. But I tried to have this on there, and then that way, even if your threads get, because sometimes if you're a seasonal stitcher, you know, you may have several projects going that have very similar threads in them. So it's just an easy way to remember exactly what fabric you use and to make sure that your right floss gets back in with your right project. But the colors I use, mostly the Call for DMCs. I grabbed a couple of my Wicked Stepmother colors, and then I've got, for my white, I'm using the B5200 Floss, however you say. You know what? Somebody remind me to ask, when we're to the keepsakes, somebody remind me to ask how to say this. So I can rewrite and say it right for the rest of my life, because I'm not sure. And I know some of y'all have sent me how to say it, but I can't remember. So, but I just love the color palette. I did switch out one of I've got 3777, which is one of them, and then the other red I'm using is Week Style Works Louisiana Hot Sauce. It's one of my favorite reds. I love it. And so I bought several skeins of it to be sure I had enough to finish this piece. But love, love, love it. Love, love, love it. It is so stinking cute. So hopefully I will get this finished and this, if I can get it done this weekend, I may take it, I'm thinking about taking it with me, and maybe because I can finish this plaid while I'm sitting there. And so if I can finish this, this plaid will be easy to work on while I'm talking. The stars and stuff under that, you know, will be pretty easy to work on while I'm talking, in the letters. So it may get to go to StitchCon with me. It may be one of the ones that travels. I am just, like I said, I am beyond excited. Okay, I'll put you right there for a minute. But I love that gingham. I love the look of it. Oh, and this is, I was gonna show y'all this. This is one of the ones that's on both sides. This is my the 32 count espresso Lagana fiber on a whim. So here's the back side and here's the front side. The front side it was a little less pronounced modeling than the back side. And so I decided I want to use the front side for it, but it is on both sides. I know some, depends on if like they're painted or they're dyed. This one, I guess, is dyed or something because it goes through to both sides. So, but I love it. But still, if I decide to use it for my autumn rules, I will probably use the darker side with the more green showing on it. But it is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Gorgeous fabric. Let's see here. So that is my 4th of July Rules by Primrose Cottage Stitches. It is so cute, adorable. Put it back in there. I told y'all I got several Louisiana hot sauces because, like I said, it's one of my favorites. So I use it on lots of things. Okay, who's next? Now, this one is definitely going to StitchCon with me because it will, I'm going to focus on it being my finish while I'm there. So, this week it did get more attention than probably anything else because I wanted to be sure and get to a place where I was ready to go on with it. So, this is by Needlework Press. It's Good Tidings of Joy. And I want to finish my arc. I think I can do my arc easily while we're there because it's all straight lines, you know, just going back and forth, back and forth. So while I'm talking, it will be an easy one to just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and ring the bell. So I wanted to get to a place that I knew I would be ready to go with it. And I got there. Oh, I'm barely gonna fit though. Maybe we're gonna have to go diagonal. Let's see here, that'll give us a little bit more room. Yes, here's the unorthodox diagonal way to do this so that you can fit it all on here. So this week, like I said, I wanted to make sure I got at least one thing that I was close enough to that, because I want to ring that bell. Because they say there's the bell you can ring when you get to a finish, and you get to go up and ring the bell if you have a finish while you're there. So I wanted to be sure and get to do that. I'm just so excited. Y'all think I'm excited? So this week when I worked on this guy, I think I had finished my little pig and had the cow's tail. So I finished the cow, I did the dog, and I did this tree. So now I just have my arc and one tree left to do while I'm there. And that arc is, I don't know, maybe 58 stitches wide and 30 stitches tall. So that should be an easy finish, you know, very doable while I'm there, so I can ring the bell and get to have that experience. I can't wait to ride the Stitchy Bus. I can't wait to see people. I can't wait to see the show and tell table. Like I said, I'm just so excited. So excited. So I wanted to make sure I got this piece to a place where I thought I could get it finished. So I will, I need to finish that brown. Only got halfway done under the bottom there. And I added in the 801 there. It calls for, DMC 816 and DMC 319. I wanted to add a third color to mine, and so I added the brown. So I did my words, good tidings of, and then I'll have joy right here, and then the little dirt or whatever the ground they're walking on is brown. And I just love it. I'm contemplating making the arc brown also. I'm thinking it may be brown also, because then I'll have another block of the brown. So I'll have red, brown, and then of joy. I thought about doing it red, but I don't know about that. So if any of y'all have any thoughts or suggestions, hang on, I dropped my threads on that, let me know. My gosh, I dropped everything. So let me know what you think about that. But this is on the 30 count straw by Weeks Dye Work. It is beautiful. I love the gold kind of color that it has to it with these two colors. I just, like I said, I got it for my Lucy V. Moore, and I didn't like the my eyelet stitches, the way they looked on it. So I decided to switch it over and pull it out. I got another piece of fabric to start her, which I haven't done yet. Here's my back. Sometimes y'all ask to see the backs. I don't think the backs are important. It doesn't matter to me what my back looks like, but I know some of y'all, the back is really important. Like my friend Susu and Patty, their mama, you know, the back of everything had to look as good as the front of everything. I'm not of that mindset. Nobody's ever gonna see the back, so if it don't bother you, it don't bother me, and I don't think it should bother anybody else, but there it is. But I have just stinking loved working on that. And like I said, I'm so excited about that gonna be my finish. It's in my beautiful project bag from Patty Penn, and we'll room together, and I'm so excited. I'm just beyond excited. Okay, now, what do we have left? Oh, Serbian Proverb. My Serbian Proverb's here. I worked on the words on it. I love it. Be humble, for you are made of earth. Be noble, for you are made of stars. It's by La D. It's called Serbian Proverb. I have loved it since the first time I saw it and saw the words. I just think that is so special. And I got started on it, and y'all know I did not like the yellow on this fabric. I just did not. The yellow with this fabric just looked, when I had them together, I loved it. But then when I put it on here, I did not love it. I feel like it looks like a yield sign on here. And that is a little bit much even for me, who loves really bright colors. So that's another thing I'm going to take and do while we're sitting there. I started picking out the yellow that I didn't like. And then I thought, you know what, that'll be another good thing to do if I'm distracted and talking. I can pick out this yellow while I'm sitting there visiting. And that's something that I won't have to, you know, pay too much attention to, because I'm gonna be going in reverse, not forward, right? So, you know, so that will be another good thing to do. So I quit messing with it and just left it alone, and thought that's something I'll do while I'm there. I can finish the cartouche around here very easily and pick out this very easily. And hopefully, I'm hoping then, if I do that, I will take all the frogs. So I think there's just a certain amount of frogs out in the universe, you know, when everybody, so maybe sitting in that big room, if all I'm doing part of the time is frogging, maybe nobody else will have to make any mistakes in frog. I'm gonna try to take all that and do that while I'm ripping that out. So fingers crossed that that works out also. But I did get, I think I had B maybe done. So I got B Noble for, and I didn't get U done, are made, and then I have to do Of Stars, and then there is the little, that crown in between. So you can kind of see, there you go, maybe. I don't know if you can see both pieces, kind of possibly, yeah, like this. So you can see that yellow I just did not like. I'm taking it out while we're there and then finishing up all this. I just think this is the most beautiful piece. I've got, let's see what I got here that I'm working on with it. And I'm not sure what this fabric is. It was just a piece I had. So I don't have a tag on here because I don't know what it is. But I've got 780, 930, 3051, 3721, and 3021 are my colors. And I've got to put more 3021 on there, but anyway. That is the bright yellow that I ended up not liking that I need to just pull out here. Why don't we just do that while we're talking? 783 is usually a favorite color of mine, but on here it was just too much. So this with the 3021, which is the dark brown, or what I ended up with. This guy, which looks beautiful on here with these on that fabric, just did not gel at all. Not at all. So, but it's just so pretty, and I love the saying. I love working on it. Like I said, I'm gonna pick it out while we're sitting there, and hopefully all the frogs will come to me, and I can, then nobody else will have to. I don't know what I've got going on here. Why my zip isn't wanting to zip. There we go. So this one I know will go with me for sure, because I'm going to try to do some picking out while we're sitting there. And so I'm going to pick all that out right there and then finish up my cartouche here, around here. And then I'm honestly thinking about taking this out and taking these out and just framing this part here without the double border and stuff. I'm not sure yet, but I'm literally, that's what's bouncing around in my head, is just going with it like that. So we'll see what ends up happening, but I stinking love it. I'd love myself if I stitched this for each one of my kids, but I don't know if I can stitch the same thing 3 times. That big. I've stitched them small things before. I don't think I've ever stitched them all the same thing, but I've stitched small things before a couple of times and given to people, but I don't know about stitching something that big over and over and over and over and over again like that. That may be too much for my little feeble brain. Okay, let me pick this up real quick, and then we're still doing pretty good time-wise. I will do shares from last week, and then I have some shares from this week that we'll look at. And Audrey sent words. Okay, Audrey sent some Irish words, and she gonna laugh because she said, "I'm gonna see if you can say them." And I was gonna write them on a big piece of paper, and I forgot. So the first one, CEAD. MILE FIALTE. My brain wants to say Cade Milfalcha. Everybody in Ireland die now. You can just die laughing, because y'all can be dying laughing because I just butchered that so bad. CEILDH. something in my brain says that may be Kaylee, but I'm not sure. Something in my brain says something about that when we go to the Irish Fest and see the little see the dancers. Some of them are grown, but they're beautiful dancing. Something in my brain says that may be Kaylee, but it looks like Silda. Because here, like ceiling, you know, S-E-I-L-I-N-G, ceiling, is how your brain wants to think about that. And then this last one, F-L-E-A-D-H. Okay, when I look at it, I think of bread, like B-R-E-A-D. So my brain wants to say fled, but I don't think that is right. So Audrey, I'm gonna look it up and see how bad I killed that. And like I said, everybody in Ireland, y'all can just be dying laughing right now at how I absolutely just butchered the beautiful language that you have. I just killed it to pieces. Catch has been working on his Spanish, and we've been singing his little color song. And he is so precious when he's singing his little color song, Red as Rojo. And, but it's still not updating. But here, all y'all ask about Mom all the time, and you're so sweet to think about her, but here's Mom with all her greats. So that is my sister's two boys, Dax and Dusk. Baby Duz right here and Dax. And then Aria and Kimi and Catch is down in the bottom. Poor Dusk couldn't get in the pool. He's got a bad ear infection. And then here they all are with Daddy and Annie. So there's Annie and Daddy, and all of them together looking so happy and so funny. And I think Dusk has on my werewolf shirt right there. He got out of the pool and was so cold. And so he said, T, do you have a t-shirt? And I said, yeah. And so I got thinking I was trying to get one that didn't look like a girl shirt, you know. And I knew I had mine from Dark Hour Haunted House, which is Alan Hops. If any of y'all like mask or anything like that, he does Stilt Beast Studios, and he teaches people how to make masks and things. So it's a fun haunted house, but I knew I had the werewolf shirt that it wouldn't look like an absolute girl shirt for him while he was freezing. So, but they all had the best time getting to play together. They got the little rocket launcher there that Dusk is holding, but Catch wouldn't get in the picture by this point. He was tired and had had enough. And y'all can see back here, right behind Aria's head, one of my little wood arcs. They play with my arcs all the time. They love them. Absolutely love them. So they had to already go in and get out the thing of chips and stuff for snacks later after we'd eaten and everything. But Aria had her pins over there, but that's Daddy and Annie with the kids looking fabulous in there, also happy, except for Catch. Like I said, he was too tired by that point, would not get in the picture. He was just wore out. Let me see if I can find one of these little short. It's still not gonna play, is it? No. It's just not wanting to. I don't know what's going on with it. Well, there you can see him getting on one of the little, you can see him getting on the kickboard right there. And I don't know if I can get another one to focus here. Oh, there she is talking to him about their streamline arms. Streamline their arms and put them out in front of you and kick your feet. And you can see him kicking toward her off the step. And that's her daughter there on the end. Claire and Lily have been helping every morning. But, I mean, because there's what, 6 3-year-olds or something, you know, that's enough That's enough to keep you busy right there. But they had the best time with the girls here. Playing with the chalks. And he was so happy when they were here and he got to play with them. And then we got their blueberry muffins made, because Kimmy says I make the best blueberry muffins in the world, which if that won't melt your heart, nothing will. So we made blueberry muffins and had to have milk. She had to have milk with her, she says. But they were, here they are. When I was going to the funeral, they were going with Daddy and Annie. But the sun was in their eyes. So we had so much fun with them this week, and it was so nice to have them here. And like I said, I did get a pic of Aria before we put the lace on her dress, but I think she held it up and showed y'all last week. So it was just such a fun week and weekend with them here, and I have missed them, but it has been super, super fun watching them, you know, all be here he is at swim lessons with his little white hair there. So it's nearly time for us to get ready to load up and go. Shares from last week. And I remembered the first line of the Christmas alphabet song. C is for the candy hanging on the Christmas tree. And that's the tune of it, but it's old. I mean, it's from like the 40s or 50s, real old. But when I see this, I always start singing that in my head. So Christmas alphabet goes to Sarah Lore 5357. Sarah Lore 5357. If you will email me, NissyLand@Yahoo. Happy Independence Day goes to M80 Watson, ER4PD, M80 Watson. Happy Easter. This is so cute. And I didn't realize these were so hard to get in Australia. Y'all said the With a Needle and Threads are hard to get in Australia, and I did not realize that. Goes to Jeanette Lee, 1973. That was one of y'all's comments, which I didn't realize. I don't know why I thought charts would all be the same. But anywho, Jeanette Lee. And then this one, I Love You More Than Yesterday. Yesterday you got on my nerves. This one is so funny, from Lindy Stitches. And it goes to Kathy Howell 6829. Kathy Howell 6829. And then we're gonna jump down here. And for today, I told y'all my flowers, zinnias and stuff are starting to bloom. My hibiscus are starting to bloom. And so I grabbed these out. Those were, and I'll get these and others in the mail, y'all, promise. So y'all email me, NissyLand@Yahoo. And then if you're interested in this week's, these are beautiful by Serendipity Designs, Carolyn Meacham. They are so beautiful. And so I thought about these and went and grabbed them because we have Lone Star hibiscus here, and mine are starting to bloom, and I'll have to make a picture next week so y'all can see how beautiful they are. And I'm gonna turn these up this way so you can see the word, because we're just gonna use the word of the flower, each flower. So this one is hibiscus. It is beautiful, and there is the word. So pretty. And look at the little black work over here on the side, which I guess is green work at this point, but that one is beautiful. So use hibiscus if you're interested in this one. And I'm going to show the back. There's a whole, I mean, you could have a whole beautiful wall of these. There is a whole set of them. And I have a couple here, and we're going to do them. We have hydrangea. I think y'all can see that there. There we go. So just use, you know, whichever word, every word, if you like every one of them. This one is iris, sometimes called flags, but they're iris. This one is, and we don't have this here. I don't know, y'all will have to, and I'm probably going to butcher the saying of this one. So, pelargonium. It must get too hot. I've never seen this here. It is beautiful. Maybe kind of looks like a little primrose of sorts or something, but pelargonium. It is gorgeous. And then the very last one is the beautiful daffodil. So use daffodil. And each one of them has the flower and then has some beautiful little black work around and then the name of it there. But so pretty. So if you're interested in any of those, use the keyword, subscribe and like, use the keyword, and I will get them in the mail. I will, I'm hoping to find some way to film next Friday from StitchCon. So I don't know how I'll make it work. I don't know if I'll do from the room the night before or if I'll try to, because y'all know I don't edit. I don't know how to edit. Or if, cause I thought about setting up at the table and just us all talking and, you know, walking around and then setting up and then talking, but I'm afraid y'all won't be able to hear from, you know, all the background noise of everybody. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna make it work. I will try to post on some little snippets, extras like throughout. So I'll either put them on my Instagram, I maybe try to throw them up on YouTube also, but just some little, you know, things. Because like I said, I know I always loved it when people would do that got to go when I didn't, because I wanted to see it and, you know, get as close as I could. So I will try to do something like that and get it up for y'all. But I'm gonna jump off of here and go get ready for swim lessons. Now they'll pick me up at 10:30. So I'm gonna try to get this uploaded before I head out to swim lessons. Y'all have a great weekend. Have fun at StitchCon. Have a happy Friday and enjoy your stitches. Bye.